But our position today is outside of the grave. Mine especially. And it wasn't and it is my argument, if uYesu bengakangafe, igazi lika Yesu would have not taken effect, because when you go back to sacrifices as you only sprinkle the blood once land is our sacrifice. When you go back to the cross, it says, because it's a Bible can be full. Chapter 9, verse 12. Therefore, if Jesus had not died, his blood would not be effective. Now this is dispensation of cholera news. The only two things that will happen now, one is atonement in Kambululu. I'm very sorry, I think in English. It is very difficult for me to explain what I'm currently thinking. I'm very sorry. But it is what it is. Who thinks in English? The second thing that I want to raise, it is that God is doing the order of substitution. Because because the position that we place ourselves to the proximity with Jesus Christ, we should not take the position of being on top, but the position of being as Yahweh. Therefore, what I these people, they want to be on top when they should be down. Because therefore, the cross took effect when you had to go down, because we must check our position to Christ. Now, before we talk about justification and all of those things, we talk about salvation. And we can all agree that salvation is instantaneous. It is something that happens now, not tomorrow. There is no promise that Gomso, but the promise is that today. Therefore, the death of Christ takes the effect today and not tomorrow. Therefore, what we get at the same, but the law of substitution, therefore the book of John tells us that if that had not taken effect, we would not be at a place where we could talk about salvation that is instant. It does not take effect on the following day, but Jesus says today. And therefore, we understand that when we go back to the cross and we say that for 3 hours, And we ask ourselves, what was happening? Kufuneka sibuye umva kancinci sime phaa kwincwadi yeGenesis ithi ekuqalekeni uThixo. Go to the Hebrew Bible, it says Elohim. It speaks of God in the plural. But when he is on the cross and it is dark, Jesus then says Eli and not Elohim, because he's talking about a singular God. UThixo kuye akakwazi usirecognize kuba uThixo yena wama esikafuneni. That is the reason that it had been dark, because the Bible says on the fourth day when uThixo ilanga. For 3 days God had been the light of the world. Akukho nto zikhanyisayo. And on the fourth word, and showed people that when you do not have me with you, life is dark. There's darkness around you. Luphina ke kufa ulwamvila lwakho. And it says ulwamvila lokufa sisono. Amandla esono ngumthetho. It's very confusing. Very, very confusing. And when you check even in the academia, people don't really want to talk about this subject, because this is a very difficult subject to discuss. But please bear with me. Then now it mocks the very same thing as yoyikayo. And it places us at a position where we are not fighting for victory, but we are fighting from a position of victory. It changes the scope of practice. Asizi apha kuba sifuna uloyiso. Siza apha kuba siseloyisweni. Ngoko when you take into effect, God at this point uzala umuntu okutsha, because you don't just get back into the second life, but you come to it because you choose to do that. It is a matter of choice and placement of your own accord. I will think of first time, because it says in John chapter 3, it says, and when you go back, you check that Moses didn't say to people, look, but he placed it so that they themselves may be the ones abazophakamisame. And when we stand at the death of Christ, we come to realize that ukuze thina singabulaleki, ukuze ngako kufa kwenkosi siza kuma sithi we are daughters and sons of Jesus. And we are at a position where the cross, there's only black women who are strong enough to stand when everyone else has run away. Sister Nyaga, Christ at this point, usahadesi. But the issue that I have is that why would such a perfect man be in death, and not just in death, at the Hades? Why? What was happening at Hades? And when did God go to Hades? And in the happenings of Hades, sizawuthi thina sizuze ntoni na? uThixo benawe. uThixo akunika amandla xa uzoncokola nathi and tell us what is currently happening at Hades.